Okay, so picture a huge data center or, some high-tech factory.
Right.
When you think about what could go wrong, your mind probably jumps to the big stuff. Fires, earthquakes, a total blackout.
The movie-style disasters. But the reality is far less dramatic and often far more damaging in a quiet way.
Exactly. It's not the explosion that gets you, it's the drip. A tiny, silent leak that nobody even sees until servers start frying.
And that's the thing that keeps facilities managers up at night. Water is the silent killer of critical infrastructure.
Which is why for today's deep dive, we're looking at what is essentially the nervous system for these buildings.
We are. It's the NTI DVI-FO-49-MM.
A bit of a mouthful.
It is, yeah. It stands for Liquid Location Detection Sensor Cable.
So think of it less like a wire and more like a high-tech rope that can actually feel water.
Anywhere along its entire length.
Okay, so let's get right to it. I'm looking at the price. This specific 25-foot cable is listed for about $286. That's not cheap. So if you're that facility manager, you need to know why you're paying a premium for this instead of some basic sensor from a hardware store.
And the answer is right in the name. Location. A standard sensor just tells you, hey, there's water somewhere. This system is addressable. It uses the resistance of the cable to calculate the exact distance to the leak.
Wait, so it's doing math on the wire itself?
That's it, exactly. When a conductive liquid hits the cable, it changes the electrical resistance at that one point.
And the system reads that change.
And tells you there's a leak 7 feet down along the north wall. It turns a vague alarm into a specific coordinate.
Which saves a massive amount of time. You're not ripping up floorboards just guessing.
Going straight to the problem.
Now, looking at the specs here, the sensitivity seems kind of incredible. It says it detects liquid depth greater than just 0.1 inches.
Right, and a minimum puddle diameter of only 0.6 inches.
So a coin-sized splash.
It's designed to catch the very first drip, not wait for a flood.
The documentation also makes a point to say conductive liquid. I'm guessing that's a pretty important distinction.
It is. The sensor works because the water completes a circuit between 2 wires in the cable.
So it needs to conduct electricity.
Exactly. It's perfect for water or the glycol mixtures you find in cooling systems. But say if you had a leak of a pure dielectric oil, it wouldn't trigger.
Good to know. Don't use it to monitor your olive oil reserves.
Noted.
Physically, this thing looks really rugged. The bend radius is listed at just 0.375 inches. That's tiny.
You have to be able to sneak it into tight spots.
Yeah.
Behind servers, wrapped directly around pipes.
So you can get it right up against the potential failure points.
Yep. And the docs recommend using self-adhesive clips to lock it in place. You don't want it shifting around.
Which brings up a great point. If you're installing this deep inside a server rack, you do not want to go back in there to replace it.
Which where the durability stats get. Well, interesting.
I honestly had to double check the math on this. The MTBF, the mean time between failures.
Oh, yes. That number.
It's listed at 10,869,188 hours.
Is a staggering figure.
That is over 1,000 years? 1,000. It just sounds statistically absurd.
I know, it does. But think about what it is. It has 0 moving parts. The electronics are 100% waterproof.
And it operates in high temperatures.
Up to 167 degrees Fahrenheit. So unless you physically cut it or set it on fire, there's nothing to wear out. It's just a passive wire waiting for a short circuit.
So this is set it and forget it on a millennial scale.
Pretty much. And while we're looking at the 25-foot version, it's scalable. You can order this cable up to 4,000 feet long.
Wow. So you could wrap a facility nearly a mile long in one continuous nervous system.
You absolutely could, giving you a granular foot-by-foot map of the building's hydration status, let's say.
So when you boil it all down, what's the real takeaway here?
You're not just buying a cable. You're buying an industrial-grade insurance policy. You're paying to turn a potential catastrophe into a simple maintenance ticket.
You know, it is pretty ironic, isn't it? We've built a sensor that will statistically last for over 1,000 years. Just to monitor a water pipe that's probably rated to last, what, 20 or 30 years if you're lucky?
It really puts our infrastructure priorities into a strange perspective, doesn't it?
Something for you to think about next time you see a wet floor sign. Thanks for listening to this deep dive.